Hello everyone, welcome back to the Wisconsin Greg Show. It's been a while since I've done a gardening video, so I figured I'd do one today. It's a beautiful day out here. It's high 80s, low 90s. It's a pretty hot day out here. I didn't look at the temperature, but I'm guessing it's high 80s. Um, you wouldn't think I'd be complaining about rain with all the rain we've had in the spring, but we're actually right now we could use some. It's supposed to rain, I think, tonight or tomorrow, so that'll be a good thing that we do get a little bit of rain. But it's time for some rain again. I wouldn't think I'd be complaining about rain, but you know, us farmers, we always got to complain about something. So, anyways, I'm gonna get over here by the garden, show you my Back to Eden garden, and this is my third year with the Back to Eden garden, and it's been working out quite well. So let me get over by the garden and we'll continue on from there. Well, this is it. It's just a small garden. It's enough to give me some extra groceries. I don't have no family or wife or children or anything, so it's plenty enough for me. And let me start at the end here and I'll show you what's growing in here. Just a reminder, this is the third year to the Back to Eden garden. If you don't know what the Back to Eden garden is, it's just basically a garden covered with wood chips. It keeps the weeds down. And also the breaking down of the wood chips gives it fertilizer for the plants, and it keeps it moist. Pretty much that's about it. That's a basic description of the Back to Eden garden. I'll start here at the worst part of the garden. It needs a little bit of weeding that's right on the edge here. But the weeds do come out real easy. If I would have put some more wood chips down this year, I wouldn't probably have to weed at all. But we had a very wet spring. I didn't get no wood chips down, and last year I put a whole bunch of wood chips on, and it was almost too thick, so I figured I'd skip this year and not put no more wood chips on, and that was probably a little bit of a mistake. I should have put at least an inch or so wood chips, fresh new wood chips on. So I learned a lesson. There's a little bit of weeds here, but they come out real easy. I just haven't had time. That's one good thing about the Back to Eden garden. You can just grab them and they pull right out. They don't break off. They come out real easy. Here's the green beans. Starting at the east end of my garden. And then there's a dill plant that grew up here on its own from last year. And these here are what they call asparagus beans. They get real long. And we'll continue on to this row here with the trellis is all cucumbers. We got two different types of cucumbers, 3 of each. These are bigger ones down here. These are smaller ones. And I can probably start anytime soon some more seeds in between these, so I'll have some stretched out ones. Learned that from the Picker Rick channel. He taught me that, and kind of spread them out. These are all potatoes right here. They're doing very well. Now just remember, this stuff might look small, and it is because it was all planted very late. I do farm also, and I work another full-time job, so my main thing is to get my farm crops in first, and then after I get the farm crops all done, then I go in and plant my garden. That's how it is every year, and it always works out. I just have a late garden. As you can see on the edge here, there's a little bit of weeds creeping in here. I don't remember what they call these weeds, but I call them creepers. Sometime in the future, I'm probably going to put some kind of a border around here. I'm not sure what yet. If you got any suggestions to use, give me an idea. That way I can keep the wood chips thicker on the edges, and that would keep the weeds from coming in. Because the wood chips kind of want to settle down and get real thin on the edges. They want to creep out to the edges and thin out. And if they had a border to go up against, I could keep them thicker. Anyways, here's a little short row of a few carrots. And then there's another volunteer dill plant growing here. that started up from last year. And then I got kohlrabi here, a few, not too many. And they're already getting almost ready to eat. Some of them. As you can see in here, let me see if you can see this. There's one right there. It's coming along. And then I got my sweet corn right here. Sweet corn looks like it needs a little fertilizer, which I'm going to put on right after this video. I'm going to put a little extra boost fertilizer on here. And if there's rain coming tonight or tomorrow, that would be a great time to put that on. Get that washed in there. And right over here, I got 3 zucchini plants. I'm going to have enough zucchinis, way more than I can use, but I know a lot of people that I can give them to, so that all works out. Now the worst thing in my garden, I don't know why, is the pepper plants are kind of yellowish. I don't know if it's because we had too much rain, but I'm going to put a little bit of fertilizer on them too. Once they get doing a little better, I might try the Epsom salt test again on a couple of them, just to see if it makes a difference. I did that last year, I think it was, and I did it when I planted them with the tomatoes and the peppers, and I put too much in there and I actually burnt them. So this year I'm going to try just sprinkling like a teaspoon on top of a couple of them right on the surface and just work it in a little bit and let it go in gradually and see if that works a little better. Here's my tomato plants. Coming along pretty good. I can't remember what kind they are right offhand. They're all pretty big tomato plants right here. And then down here at the end I got 2 cherry tomato plants right here. One there, and then there's one in there. And in between the tomato plants I have some sunflowers planted. These are mammoth sunflowers. I haven't raised them for quite a while. Probably 7-8 years ago I raised these mammoth sunflowers in actually the same garden here. It wasn't a Back to Eden garden at the time. And the stems on them near the base got as big around as a pop can. So they got really, really big. They're almost like tree stumps to get out of the garden for the following year. But that's pretty much my Back to Eden garden. It worked very, very well, especially this year. It would have been horrible to keep the weeds out with all the rain that we've had and stuff. But it's doing good. It's my garden's very late compared to other people, but that's because of my lifestyle. I got to get my farm work done first, and then also have a full-time job at a factory, at a candy factory. So that's pretty much the Back to Eden garden. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you got any questions about Back to Eden gardening, I'll try to answer them if I can. This is, like I said, only my 3rd year doing it, but it's worked out very well for me. With my time schedule, working and stuff, I don't have much time to be doing weeding, and this helps a whole lot. So I'm gonna get going here, and we'll catch you on the next Wisconsin Greg video. Have a great day, everyone. Bye now.